Orange County beaches closed after oil spill off California coast destroys wildlife. Habitat divers have been inspecting the 17-mile pipeline, hoping to find the exact source of the spill, but the leak appears to have stopped, officials said in a news conference Sunday. Orange County health officials issued an advisory asking residents to avoid recreational activities on the coastline and recommending that people who may have encountered the oil seek medical attention. The city of Laguna Beach announced Sunday evening that all beaches would close to the public beginning at 9 p.m. while Newport Beach issued an advisory warning people to avoid contact with ocean water and areas of beach impacted by oil. Sections of the shoreline at Huntington Beach were closed on Saturday, with Mayor Kim Carr on Sunday describing the spill as a potential ecological disaster. In a year that has been filled with incredibly challenging issues, this oil spill constitutes one of the most devastating situations that our community has dealt with in decades, Carr said. We are doing everything in our power to protect the health and safety of our residents, our visitors and our natural habitats.
Orange County Supervisor Katrina Foley said Sunday that dead birds and fish were washing up on the shore. The oil has infiltrated the entirety of the wetlands. There's significant impacts to wildlife there, she said. These are wetlands that we've been working with the Army Corps of Engineers, with the Land Trust, with all the community wildlife partners to make sure to create this beautiful, natural habitat for decades. And now in just a day, it's completely destroyed. The U.S. Coast Guard said Sunday night that more than 3,000 gallons of oil had been removed from the water. Approximately 3,150 gallons of oil have been recovered from the water and 5,360 feet of boom has been deployed, USCG said in a news release. 14 boats conducted oil recovery operations Sunday afternoon. 4 aircraft were dispatched for overflight assessments. Shoreside response was conducted by 105 government agency personnel according to the USCG. Cause of leak under investigation. The pipeline is owned by the Houston-based oil and gas company Amplify Energy. Its president and CEO Martin Wilshire said at a news conference Sunday afternoon. Wilshire said the company was working with numerous local, state and federal agencies on recovery efforts. Our employees live and work in these communities, and we're all deeply impacted and concerned about the impact on not just the environment, but the fish and wildlife as well, Wilshire said. We will do everything in our power to ensure that this is recovered as quickly as possible, and we won't be done until this is concluded. Wilshire said his company notified the Coast Guard Saturday morning when employees were conducting a line inspection and noticed a sheen in the water. Wilshire said the facilities operating the pipeline were built in the late 1970s and early 1980s and are inspected every other year, including during the pandemic. Wilshire said the pipeline has been suctioned at both ends to keep additional crude out and he doesn't expect more oil to be released. The cause of the leak is unknown. Eric Logan, Public Information Officer for the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, said at a news conference Sunday, "We are still assessing to look for the source and figure out. It doesn't appear there's further fuel leaking, but we're still working on identifying that." In a statement Sunday, the BSEE said its role was to assist in identifying the location and source of any spills and provide technical assistance to the Unified Command in stopping the spillage. The National Transportation Safety Board said on Twitter Sunday it was sending investigators to gather information and assess the source of the oil leak. Impacts on human health. In a health advisory, the Orange County Health Care Agency's County Health Officer Dr. Clayton Chow said the impacts from exposure to the oil could vary and that anyone experiencing adverse symptoms should contact their doctor. Even when an oil sheen may not be visible, dispersed and dissolved oil contaminants may exist in the water, Chow said. The agency said symptoms of excessive exposure to oil or dispersants could include skin, eye, nose and throat irritation, headache, dizziness, vomiting or shortness of breath. Inhalation of toxic oil vapors or other aerosolized oil compound particles from wind-blown waves can cause these side effects. The elderly, children, and folks with respiratory diseases such as asthma will be more susceptible to adverse side effects from inhaling the oil vapors, the agency said.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe